Hello everyone, welcome to your next data structure lecture. I am RVD and let's go ahead with the next topic. So in this video, we will be looking at the 14th topic, that is working of simple queue. In the previous video, we had seen array implementation of simple queue and we had seen how it can be implemented. We had even seen the execution, okay, with proper examples for the proper inputs. Now we will see step by step how exactly the working of simple queue can be shown. That will also give us the problem in simple queue. So this particular topic is important from both the point of view. It's going to give you the working of the simple queue as well as it's going to highlight the problem in simple queue. Fine, so let us start. So we would start with the working of simple queue. So to start with, let us have an initial queue. Maybe I'm taking an initial queue with size max equal to 4. So this is how it looks like. All of us know that F is initialized to 0 and R is initialized to -1. Fine, so let us see if at all I do insert, how the queue behaves. If at all I do delete, how the queue behaves, and how exactly the changes in F and R would take place. So the first one is insert 35. Now see, if I do insert 35, as per the logic, it will check for overflow. R is not at max -1, so no overflow. R will be incremented, so R goes from -1 to 0, and then the element will be placed at 0. Similarly, if I do one more insert, let's say insert 80, R, again it checks for overflow, which is not there. So it increments R goes to 1, and 80 is inserted there. Easily, I'll be able to insert one more. So insert 70, your R is incremented from 1 to 2, and 70 is inserted. So you can see clearly by the time we could insert 3 elements, and that is getting stored one after the other. Now let us try one delete. So if I'm deleting now, what will happen is it will first check whether the queue is empty, which is not. So the element at F will be stored in Z. So let us assume that there is a temporary variable Z which will store Q of F, which is 35. As I'm deleting 35, your F pointer has to be incremented. So my F will go from 0 to 1, and this is how the queue will look like after delete, and finally 35 will be returned. Fine, so currently this is the status of the queue. Now if I add one more element to it, let's say insert 20. Now insertion is done from the rear end, so my R will be incremented. Your R will go from 2 to 3, and the element, new element 20, will be inserted at 3. So you can see how the queue looks like. Now logically speaking, one would understand that yes, the queue is still having one slot for storing the element. That's a logical thinking. But now let's see how the simple queue behaves. So let me try inserting one more element. See what happens. Yes. Now if you realize my R is at max -1, and that's the condition for queue to be full. And there you can start understanding the problem. So if I try to do insert 95, it will give me overflow. Okay, now what we think is, anyways, from outside the user might not see the queue. So user may think that a queue is full. So again, it applies one more logic. Suppose I try to delete one element. So let's say I'm deleting 80. The element at F, 80, is being taken away. Your F will be incremented from 1 to 2. Fine? But can you see my R is still at max -1? There is no change in that. So if I again try to insert 95, I'm still going to get overflow. Maybe now the user might get frustrated because currently we have deleted one element and we are still not getting the permission to insert one element. Okay, so maybe we keep on deleting till, let's say, the queue becomes empty. So I delete again, 70 comes out, my F goes from 2 to 3. Still, we'll go further and try to delete. So I delete again, 20 comes out, and as per the rule of delete, my F will be incremented. So F will go from 3 to 4. Okay, but you can see your R is still at 3, that is still at max -1. And that's the reason, even if I say insert at this point of time, still I'll be getting overflow because my R is still at max -1. Are you getting it? And now the surprising part is you can't do anything, because if I try to delete, it is going to give me underflow because my queue is empty. So I hope now gradually you started getting the problem with simple queue. So let us try to put it down properly in terms of points. So let's see the problem with simple queue. So as you can see, every next insert at this particular point, every next insert will cause overflow, and every next delete will cause underflow. Fine. Now the queue can be considered to reach its saturation point. And don't be under the impression that we have kept the smaller queue, so this has happened. See, if you keep a bigger size of the queue, it is still going to happen. Maybe it will take more operations to reach up to the saturation point. But sooner or later, the simple queue has to reach the saturation point. Now, why that is happening? Okay, can we see that the slots once used are not getting reused? Can you say that whenever the element is deleted, my F is moving ahead? So the slot which was used by the earlier element for getting stored is not going to get reused, and that is causing the problem. So slot once used are not getting reused. Understood? So maybe we can say this is the problem in simple queue. Fine, there are maybe variety of solutions, but the most efficient one happens to be joining your front end with the rear end, and that can be considered as circular queue. So one of the best solution to this problem of simple queue is by converting it to circular queue. Fine, so as far as this video is concerned, I hope all of you understood the working of simple queue as well as the problem in simple queue. Fine, as at the end of the discussion we had stated that the problem can be solved in circular queue. So in the next coming video, you would be obviously looking at the concept of circular queue, and we'll also implement it so that we'll be able to execute and check. Fine, so that's it for this video. Hope to see you for new videos and your continued support. Fine, do subscribe my channel if you have not done already. You can see the subscribe button right down there. Okay, and keep watching. Okay, and keep your support flowing.